Are we live? Great. All right, we're live. Good morning from Denver, Colorado, and welcome to National Flooring Equipment's first inaugural virtual trade show. We're super excited that you're joining us this morning. And today, the first thing we're going to talk about is one of our most exciting new products that was launched this year, which is the Viking. It's our newest, biggest ride-on road scraper. This machine is great for bridges, roadway projects, parking decks, and a lot more. This is an enclosed cab scraper that weighs in at 5,700 pounds with a 49.5 horsepower Kubota diesel. Prior to this, National's biggest machine was about a 2,750 pound 8,000 propane, but now we've upgraded and our engineering team has brought together this brilliant piece of equipment, the Viking. Today with me is Tom Dunn, my colleague and my friend. We're going to have him pull this up front and center. He's going to close the door, actually fire it up, and we're going to talk about some of the features and benefits and show you guys why this is such an exciting piece of equipment. It's amazing what our engineers have done. Come on up, Tom. All right, now we've got her up here. Tom's also mic'd up as well as me. So Tom actually can, he's sitting in this cab is sealed. So that helps us with noise. And because it's sealed, it has a fresh air intake on the back. So that keeps all the contaminants on the job site outside of the cab. It also keeps all of his heat and air inside. Tom's going to kind of touch point some of the super exciting features that have been engineered into this product for you guys that are out there using it on the jobs, or for you guys that are out there that want to know just a little bit more about this exciting project. Tom?
Thank you, Dave. Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us. Like Dave said, I'm going to go over some of the interior features of the cab, safety features. First off, as Dave mentioned, this is a positive pressure cab. Once the door is shut, you won't receive any contaminants from the outside. It is virtually soundproof. It's very difficult to hear anyone on the outside. Very quiet. Start with some safety features. This machine will be completely disabled for moving forward, reverse, any of the hydraulics. First and foremost, seatbelt must be engaged. Secondly, you have the control panel on-off switch key. You have an emergency kill switch. For getting in and out of the machine, we have handle here. Probably not able to see it. One here and a step down here. In addition, where my feet are resting, there's a bar, holds the operator in. It's a bit of comfort that when you're butt bouncing around. Those of you who've ridden and used a scraper, yeah, you get jostled around a bit. What we have in here, have an overhead light, of course, for seeing. There's a fan to keep you cool. There is air conditioning and heat. There's 3 buttons up here. The first one being our work lights. You're able to see clearly both in front of you and back of you. Additional features are the exterior lights, and there is a red safety curtain around the machine as shown from above. In addition to the lights up there, in the rear, there is a blue light showing anyone coming around the corner or behind you that the machine is operating. On top of the machine, you will see a yellow or orange strobe light. That starts flashing when I turn on the key.
Yeah, that indicates that Tom's actually in the cab, but the light doesn't. It'll also tell us when he's ready to actually go into the work, and you'll be able to see that when we do the actual demo on some material that we've put down.
Right.
You know, you guys, as Tom's pointing out these features, some of these things, don't let it just go by you at how great that these are. This machine's equipped and a defroster. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to work with equipment with a cab. When it's cold outside and you're trying to heat it up inside, the first thing it does is you can't see out the windows anymore. This is really designed for the operator's safety and the people on the job site around them. The fact that it has a defroster and windshield wipers, heat and air conditioning, it's amazing. All in a sealed cab. The way the windows are positioned all the way around for the operator, not to mention the cameras, this machine is really designed for safety. Safety, safety, safety. The lights are designed for safety. The cab is designed for rollover specs for safety and for falling object safety. This thing is just designed all the way around so nobody's going to get hurt on the job, because this is a large piece of equipment that you want to take all of those factors into on the job site to keep everybody safe. It's an amazing thing. And the comfort sitting inside the cab with the 2-speed fan and the heat, the air, and the way the seat's positioned, and you can adjust the position of the seat, and the operator handles are just right in the right spot. And all your controls are right there. All the way down to, I'm sure you guys can't see it, but Tom's got his phone right where he can see it. So if somebody's calling it's emergency, he can shut the machine off, and he can answer his phone and talk on it. All these kind of things really impact your ability to get the job done quicker, more efficiently, with the horsepower and the front end of the machine, which we're going to go over next. Tom, is there some more features you want to talk about?
A couple over, mainly back to safety. Dave mentioned about falling objects and the ability to roll over. Those are certifications that we've received. This isn't just something we put in and said, hey, yeah, that's probably going to work. These have been certified, so keep that in mind. Again, I said you have an overhead light, pretty bright. You can turn that off. There's a night light in here. It's red, makes you feel like you're on a submarine. Never been on one myself, but able to have visual with the inside. Windshield wiper, like Dave said, keeps the operator, most importantly, safe, but gives great vision all the way around. There is a rear camera on that. It is on 100% of the time, allows you full view of what is exactly behind you. So.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Yep.
So we covered a whole bunch of what's going on inside the cab. Tom's going to hop out, and we're going to actually open the hood in the back so you guys can take a quick look at the 49.5 horsepower turbo Kubota diesel and some of the features that are built in and incorporated around the machine. So if you guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't leave us. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back. Just give us a second to move the camera, and we'll fire right back up live. Thank you.
See you in a minute.
What will we do without it?
We're going to try again. We should be live. You guys want to start talking? All right. Yeah, we're back.
Hopefully, sorry about the technical difficulties. We're working through them. This is the first ever national virtual trade show, so bear with us if there's lag or if there's little intermissions or whatever. We're trying to work through them. We're super excited that you guys have joined us, so if you can hear me and you're there, thanks for sticking with us and understanding that these things happen. We're going to, in a minute, we're trying to hope everything catches back up. We got the thumbs up. It looks like we're back on. Tom is going to talk a little bit more about some of the features around the outside of the machine that you might not have seen before. Tom, you want to take it away, Captain?
Yeah, I mentioned this a minute ago. Maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't. A couple extra safety features. Rear view mirrors on each side of the machine help get a better view from the behind, or what's behind you. Up in front, marked by these yellow guards, are hydraulic kill switches. This machine will not move forward, reverse. You cannot raise, lower the blade, anything. That's important. If I'm working with my colleague, we want to change a blade, I can come in, cut the machine. I know for a fact that that will not be able to go forward or reverse. Just another safety feature.
Which is great. That means Tom won't accidentally run me over. That's a really cool safety feature, Tom. Not that I don't trust you, but anything can happen. So these, our fantastic engineers at National have made sure that they made this product, even though it's a newer product for us, as safe as possible. And this is something they've incorporated, is this hydraulic shutoff on both sides. So if Tom's in the operating cab and I'm changing a blade or a swivel head, he literally can't move the machine until I disengage that. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Let's talk about the overall size of Viking, we're not all of us, but most of us are very familiar with our rider line. You know, 2.5 feet wide, 1,800 pounds, 2,200 pounds, 2,900 pounds. Let's talk about the Viking. The Viking width is 57.9 inches wide. The length of the machine is 122.5 inches. The height is 93.3 inches. Dave mentioned earlier in our broadcast, it's 5,700 pounds, operated by a 49.5 horsepower turbo diesel by Kubota. Gas tank holds 18 gallons. Give you a lot of run time. So when operating the machine, what we have in place right now is one 19-inch self-dicing blade. We're going to do a demonstration in a little bit of what's behind us, and what this simulates is a bridge deck with a rubber coating, a rubber membrane on it. So we'll get to that. You'll see the demonstration. This machine is capable of holding 1, 2, or 3 blades. So when operating it, our dual lift, we're known for that, has the same setup on the front. You want these 2 front caster wheels off the ground. Dave, want to talk about?
So like Tom said, just like the standard design national ride-on scrapers that you've seen in the past, when the blade's in contact with the surface, your swivel wheels on the front are going to be lifted up off of the surface. The front guard is something I'm super excited about throughout all the testing, and we've had it on a whole bunch of jobs during the development. It's got a super heavy-duty deflector, and the way our engineering department has designed that is it has a curve up. So if you guys have watched any of our trailer videos or the Viking videos, you can see that the material rolls up in front of the machine instead of getting caught underneath the tires. It's a great for increasing your effectivity of the job, basically by keeping the material in front of you instead of rerunning back over it, which is always seems to be an issue for other methods that they've tried that we've seen. And like Tom said, you can put 1, 2, or 3 swivel heads on the front. You could put 2 on the outside, 1 in the middle, or actually early this morning, Tom just put 1 on the outside. I tend to preach that the easier the material is to remove, the greater the blade width you could put on, so the more that you could put on the front of the machine. Tom already touched about the diesel tank. It does have a gas gauge inside that you can see. It gives you a percentage of how much diesel is actually left, so you can keep up with your runtime. Tom, I'd love to open the hood and give you guys a peek at some of the stuff that's back here. So Tom's going to assist me flipping the hood open to the Viking. I've already detached the hood holders, and we're just going to tilt it back with the handholds. So some of the features that are in here that I think are the most important to talk about is it actually has a hydraulic brake bypass. So if for some reason this machine was out of diesel, or there was some kind of failure on the machine, or even if someone just couldn't figure out how to start it, you can actually pump this up and disengage the brake, so you could push or pull the machine to a safe location. Let's say you were doing a bridge deck and the bridge needed to be reopened for traffic come time in the morning or rush hour traffic. So that's a nice feature built in. It also has a breaker set right here. So if you had any kind of electrical problems, it's going to trip this breaker. When you push the button, the little flag is going to come down, so you know it's tripped. You saw the lights go off. You're just going to pop it back up, and it turns back on. This is your main on and off. And there's a lot of talk about safety. So I can actually shut this machine off, and the way this is designed, actually lock it off. So I can lock it in the off position with a lock. It's a big thing for job site safety, for maintenance on the machine, or even if you just want to secure it on a job site. It does come with an AGM glass mat battery, and I know you guys probably can't see the other side, but I have 2 coolers. One's for the air conditioner, and one's the hydraulic cooler. Also on the other side of the machine, pretty accessible, are 2 fuse panels that you can get to if you need to. And you can also see from here there's an oil filter and the hydraulic filter, which both are pretty easy to get to for maintenance. I like that. And it is it is water cooled, which is great. This is designed to keep the moisture out. And then also on the back, I'm not sure if you can see from this angle, is the cab's fresh air filter. All designed so you can easily maintenance the machine and easily get to it for standard maintenance and for safety maintenance. So it's fantastic. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything else. There's a lot more technical to this. If you guys have technical questions about the maintenance of the motor, when do I change the oil, when do I change my antifreeze, how often do I change my hydraulic oil, how often do I change my hydraulic filter, if you guys will reach out to me, I can provide that to you. I want to bore my audience to death with maintenance details of this machine. Really, we want to talk about how exciting the machine is, how safe it is, how much production you can get for it, and we can go into the finite details later on a one-on-one basis. And let me remind everybody, we're probably going to hear this a couple of times today. Any of the equipment that you guys see in the background, or even the equipment we're standing in front of, it's all for sale. So feel free to reach out to us on chat or dial the national phone number, 763-315-5300. I think Nick's our marketing department is flashing the national's probably 800 number as well. So feel free to reach out to us. If you have pricing questions, we'll address those right away. Get your show special pricing right now. This is the time to reach out and stock up for the coming up year, because next year is going to be exciting and it's going to be a lot different than this year. Tom, did I miss anything? That you
just regards to show specials, please reach out to your regional sales manager, your customer account manager within the office. Reach out to myself, call Dave, Vice President of Sales, Jake Sina. He and I will be putting all those together. So at your leisure, reach out to us and we'll take good care of you. I think what we're going to do now is probably take a quick commercial, and we're going
to set it. Okay,
we're going to just go. So
we're going to close the hood. Sweet.
All right, I'm going to do the whole back and forth thing. Go down that way.
It's going to be awesome. So you guys stand by for the live demo on the Viking. This is what we've been waiting for. We're super excited about this.
Safety, right?
Tom's going to run out the back and then turn around and come back in. We have limited space for these kind of demos, but we've got it set up so he can take a run so you guys can actually watch it in action. So here comes Tom.
All right, I'm going to line up for my first run here. As we mentioned before, this unit has slide plate.
If you guys see the red lights, that's the safety zone. That's actually showing all the way around the machine, which is fantastic.
And again, what we're removing here is a simulation of a bridge deck with a rubber membrane.
Tom's showing you guys the pitch and angle both adjustment, and there he goes. I don't know if you guys can see that from here, but he's scraping that right down to the concrete. It's just pushing it up in front of it like it's not even there.
And you can see the ease of which it takes this up.
For this unit, with the most experience.
And takes a little concrete right along with it too.
If you guys notice, he's keeping the material in front of him, which is the sign of an operator that knows what he's doing. Look at that. It's just peeling it right off the floor like it's not even there.
There we are. Any other questions? Another pass? Absolutely. I'll do this all day.
So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Outstanding job. Hey, you guys, I got a piece of this rubber membrane. It's super heavy, super thick, and super strong. And Tom just cut it off like it wasn't even there. Super impressive. Great job, Tom. If you guys have any questions about this material or the ability of this machine to take up other materials, just chat it up with us, and we'll get you answers right away. Tom, you want to add anything?
That was fun.
If you guys have questions,
come
reach
join
out.
the fun with us. Give us a call. This is the Viking, and thank you.